as we find out every week from my man over there to my left what is on Drew's mind.
All right, BJ, what's on Drew's mind this week? It's pretty simple. It's First Take's new duo.
Oh,
ESPN's First Take got a new duo over there, BJ, and this is what I was looking into before the episode got kicked off here today. And specifically, the new duo at First Take is, you know, Stephen A. is there. You know Stephen A. is there.
yes.
Shannon Sharp has now joined First Take, the voluptuous voice of Shannon Sharp, if that's the right word for it. Probably not. The boisterous,
Right. What are you
loud,
trying? What? Yeah, loud, voluminous, maybe.
excited. No, I can't find the word. I don't know what word I'm looking for. But
look it up in
Shannon
the
Sharp and
source.
his awesomeness. There we go. Let's just grab something like that.
There you go.
He's headed over to First Take to join Stephen A. Smith.
That is interesting.
As
So
the most goofy and unexpected or unpredictable, I should say, upcoming duo on ESPN.
can we?
Stephen A. might be predictable at this point. Who knows what Shannon's going to do?
Can we just call rebrand it instead of First Take? It just said we don't want to work with Skip anymore.
Call it Skip Sexes.
Skip Sexes. There you go. I
Skip
like
Sexes
that.
getting together. I mean,
Well, I hadn't heard the news.
To get together.
I hadn't heard the news about that, Drew. I knew that Shannon had agreed to continue working with Colin Cowherd and his podcast network, but I didn't know that he was going to play for the other team, if you will, going from FS1 to ESPN.
Just dropped earlier today, and they had somebody made I guess ESPN made a graphic. They edited the D Wade and LeBron iconic photo of the toss back dunk and LeBron cocking it back with Shannon on LeBron's head and Stephen A. on D Wade. So that's
there's a picture I wanted to see. It was that one
to see it. Yeah. But what was shocking me earlier, BJ, was the difference in how long each of these guys were with Skip Bayless, because these numbers, it didn't seem like it was this when I was thinking about it before. Yeah. You know, the duo of Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless that we know from like the end of our high school years, was only together for about 4 years.
I didn't think it was that long, actually.
You didn't think it was that long?
I mean, I knew it was. I didn't think it was in the grand scheme of things. Like, I knew it was about, you know, a handful of years, but I didn't think it was more than 4 or 5 at most. I didn't think it was that long.
Yeah, it was 4 years with the duo of Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless before Skip left for Fox Sports 1 and started Undisputed. Mm-hmm. And that span was from 2012 to 16, BJ. So
that's what I thought. I thought it was our last high school years, because I remember seeing we were talking before the show about the Johnny Manziel documentary, and I remember seeing First Take with Skip and Stephen A. talking about Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, I used to watch First Take all the time back then, and what had me, and I guess it's just because time's been going by faster or something lately, BJ, that just had me kind of puzzled. Shannon and Skip were together for longer. They were together nearly 7 years, BJ.
Yeah.
Skip and Stephen A. only together for 4. Shannon and Skip almost 7. If they'd have made it another year, they'd have nearly doubled what Stephen A. and Skip did the first time, which it didn't seem like it had been 7 years for Shannon on Fox over here. It just, time is just kind of getting away from me, I guess. It totally doesn't feel like 7 years. I stopped watching a long time ago, granted, just because I got tired of Skip. I couldn't do the Skip thing, whether it was on First Take or whether it was Undisputed. I loved Shannon, but I could only watch it for so long to where until Skip started doing some Skip things. And I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. I used to be a religious watcher of those shows. Wake up and watch, First Take, catch the Herd just before lunch and things like that all the time. Back when the Herd had Christine Leahy when she was on there. And I cut the run off, shortly after Shannon and Skip had kind of became together. First Take wasn't the same. Didn't want to watch that anymore. Undisputed wasn't my cup of tea. And I can't believe it has been 7 years with those two or nearly 7 years of them working together. I didn't think it was
Yeah.
such a difference. I felt like Stephen A. and Skip were together for a little bit longer than that, and Shannon and Skip not together near as long. But time just flying by me, man. But it's all about the new duo at First Take, man. It's gonna be some wild shows. You're gonna see so many clips from these guys. Like, oh man, Stephen A's got some iconic clips over the years, from his young days to his First Take days to now.
Yeah.
And Shannon's got some, of course, from his playing days, and so many since he's been on Undisputed. And with that BoJack Horseman head, I see that so many times with him just flexing on. It's hilarious. And these two together, first of all, I wonder what Shannon's bag is looking like coming into ESPN. That's one thing I don't know, is what his paycheck is looking like, but I know it has got to be fat.
Yeah,
that's bring in so much content and so much extra viewership. You know, people that were with him at Fox Sports are coming over to ESPN now and are going to be watching him there, along with what ESPN had watching with First Take already. So, man, I'm just I don't know. I might watch it again for a little bit. I just want to see what it's like with them together. I mean, I know at some point some things are going to go off the rails. They will butt heads at some point. It is going to happen. Yeah. And I'm interested to see how long they last together. BJ, do you think that this duo makes it longer than either of them made it with Skip? Do you see them into 2030?
No.
Oh
no, I don't see him that long. This is a question to me, like what you had asked about what's the bag for Shannon. I know that there was a lot of focus, on what was paid to Pat McAfee to bring him in, and he's starting up his show here in a couple weeks. Is that about the same time when Shannon and Stephen A are doing their show? Is that about September the 8th-ish, around there?
I actually don't know exactly when that's going to debut, but it should be somewhere around there. Well, I didn't look for the date. I was just, noticing the duo and, what I'm going to be expecting with First Take. I actually didn't check to see the start date, but I'm pretty sure that's about when First Take gets kicked off, is like right around when football season kind of does.
Let's see here. It looks like its first day is going to be September 4th, so a couple days before. So it's the same week. It's right after, right around Labor Day.
Monday, the day after everybody's drafting for fantasy football,
or the day that some of us are drafting.
Yeah. Are you drafting that day?
I've got a draft on the 4th. I've got one on. Let's see, one this week, Saturday, and one on the 4th. So.
Yeah, man, it should be an interesting duo. I don't know if I'll end up being a regular watcher again of First Take. It's a very interesting little debate show. I mean, sometimes you outgrow things, but I do want to see them in what they bring as a duo together. I think their first show will be a good one, and just and what they'll be able to create. I know, like I said, I know I'll see clips and content of them all the time, so I basically won't even need to watch the show all the time. It'll watch me, find me somehow, some way. But that's what's on Drew's mind today, the new First Take duo. How long will they last together? How good will their show be, their chemistry? Interested to see this new First Take duo, Shannon and Steve.
And what I was